Last week was pretty crazy. I don't know if we'll do as much overtime this work week, but we'll try to do some more bourbon hunting this week. So didn't really bourbon hunt that much last week, so we'll see what we can find today, if anything at all. So, as far as stores today, there's a Specs, Goody Goody, and the other Specs. The reason why we're hitting 2 Specs again today is Blood Oath 10 has dropped, and we're going to see if we can find one today. It sounds like they were dropping yesterday, but the guys that were hunting, they weren't finding them at all. So let's see if we can find one today and get it at a reasonable price. I'd much rather pick it up today than pay $200 for one. It's something on my list that I really want. I want to be able to try it. It's something different. Hey, what's going on, Matt? Whiskey Wisdom. Brian's in the chat. What's up? So, Mark Duffy. We're going to see if we can find us a Blood Oath 10 today. So, Blood Oath was dropping yesterday, but not every store got them and not every store put them out. So, if we can find one and not pay secondary for it, that is the goal. Other than that, today I don't really care if we find anything else. Obviously, if anything comes out, weird audio crackles, FYI, I'll see what I can do. We're not running a microphone or anything, so if we're getting audio crackles, I'm not sure if I just need to speak louder or what microphone it's taking it through. This guy's driving slow. I don't know what he's doing. I bet he's on his phone. Or she's on her phone. Fixed, perfect. Okay. Maybe I just need to speak up and then I swap the cable around just to see if maybe the cable is acting up. So we'll see what we can do today, but if I can get a Blood Oath 10, that's kind of the goal. We'll start out at the Specs, the one over by the Goody Goody, the one that says that they just, wherever they get any allocations, they just put them out. They don't put anything in the back. At least that's what they claim. We'll go check that one out first. We'll swing by Goody Goody after, and then we'll go to the Specs after that. Now, it looks like every Saturday we're going to be needing to hit Goody Goody because raffles are done. We didn't get called. We didn't get anything. But now that they're done with raffles, they said that on a random Saturday, whenever they get their allocations, and the people working at the store say they don't even know, they're putting it all out. So that means it doesn't matter if it's a Buffalo Trace product or any distillery product. They're putting it out. So pretty crazy. Because that means it could be a frenzy, free-for-all. It could be people camping out still, even though they don't know if they're getting anything or not. It should combat people from camping out in excess of 3 to 4 hours on a whim that there may or may not be something, just because they're not supposed to know. So unless the store employees find out early and they tell their friends, I don't think we're going to see a lot of people camping out at Goody Goody, but I think we might start seeing some more people show up to Goody Goody the morning of. So we're going to see what we can do as far as trying to hit those up on Saturday. And then Specs, we got to figure something out. We got to get back on the grind, on the groove for Specs, because Specs used to be one that we kind of knew when they were getting stuff, and we would have a better educated guess. We could just walk in and find it. And then lately I've been having days where I just walk in and they got fillets or E.H. Taylor on the counter, and I had no idea they were even dropping it. So Total Wine, honestly, as bad as it's been, I don't really care for it. If I'm gonna go to Total Wine, maybe Friday morning on this side of town in Arlington, I'll go, just because that's when a lot of the guys that hunt go. The problem is the number of people that show up. If they do get anything, there's normally a freaking line, and that line is normally 10-15 people deep by 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. So I don't know if I want to wait that long for a chance. I don't know. Total Wine's kind of got a bad taste in my mouth. I do want to try to still go at least once a month and rack up the 10 times points on food and wine, and that way we can get some more points, more entries into the lottery. But honestly, it's kind of hard to give a business my time or my money at a chance at an allocated bottle when the only thing we've ever got was their Black Tuesday beer from the brewery. So that was a $60 1 liter beer. That's all we got last year. So I don't know if we want to do that again. Got the whiskey shaman in the house. Yeah, anybody that won anything from the live stream the other night, I sent out everything with the exception of I still need Bourbon and Bud's 86. I need his info. If anyone has Bourbon and Bud's info, I've sent him an email, or I believe I've sent him an email, if that is his email, asking for information, but I haven't got anything further than that. So that guy won a bottle of Blanton's, courtesy of Mr. William Hall, and he won a sample pack from me, which I have a side note saying Rebecca Creek 16 year as a sample for that, but I haven't heard anything back from him yet. So, but everybody else, their packages are on the way from my end, and everybody else that won a package from somebody else, all the information that was needed has been sent and forwarded out. So it's just a matter of time. Some of the guys, like I know Nick Jones is out of town. Whenever he gets back in town, he'll get you guys settled up. I think Riley, he dropped off yesterday as well. So a lot of guys have already put everything out. So you're waiting on a package from a giveaway win. It looks like they are on the way. So if anyone want anything from me and they would like the tracking number, feel free to message me on Discord and I'll get you guys a tracking number. But man, that was a crazy live stream. We ran for 4 hours on stream, and then about another hour and a half off stream in Discord with everybody for the most part that wanted to come over and hang out and be on camera. So that was fun. That was a massive stream. A lot of interaction. A lot of weird stuff on YouTube though. We lost we gained a bunch of subscribers. We gained like 49, but then we lost 31 by the next morning, along with a ton of likes. So we're not sure if people had fake accounts or fraudulent accounts or bot accounts trying to win giveaways. But there was a huge influx in subscribers and likes, and then the next morning, a lot of them dropped. Pretty odd. I'm trying to get the Buffalo Trace out today. Label is printed and it is packaged. No one's complaining about free whiskey, even if it's Buffalo Trace, because we were talking about it in Discord the other day. Even a bottle like Buffalo Trace, a 750, costs $24.99 here, plus tax, 1.0825. So when you do your tax rate on that, it's not that much. But the thing is not every state has the distributions. Tin Man, 405. It said, greetings from Oklahoma. Not everybody has the best distribution, even from like Buffalo Trace, just standard offering. So for some people, that might be a big win, just because they can't find it or get it. So I always appreciate anything, even if it's just something small like a sample. Trying something new or being able to just have a pour on the boys is pretty nice. Tin Man 405, where at in Oklahoma are you? Are you around Oklahoma City, Norman, Durant, Broken Bow, Oklahoma City? There we go. A little bit of a drive, but I know the area. Midwest City. Oh my goodness. We jacked up a giveaway the other day. I wanted to tell you guys that in case you guys missed it on stream. I gave away one too many Eagle Rares, but we got it corrected in Discord. MKJ from Poland, man, all the way across the world. What is up? We gave away one too many Eagle Rares, so I was on the hook for an extra Eagle Rare, and we made sure we got Ross taken care of. I'm in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, Arlington to be more specifically. So I ended up giving Ross my opened bottle of Eagle Rare, but mine's a store pick, so hopefully that'll reconcile me giving away one too many. let you guys see some Texas roads. You were born in Dallas. I was born in Fort Worth. Currently on Highway 360 northbound. We're heading up to a Specs first, and then it's not even like a minute later we get to Goody Goody. That was almost an accident. Kia Forte came over on top of a Subaru. Looks like we're gonna have a slowdown up here. Got a speed trap. Looks like a possible accident as well. We'll see. It's always in the same area though. It's always up here by Six Flags. I got that Texas attitude. The Eagles kept coming. Yes, they did. It seemed like anytime we give away an Eagle Rare, someone else was volunteering another Eagle Rare to give away. Haven't been to Texas in 5 years. Need to plan a trip again. I want to do something pretty big out here. I just got to figure out what we can do as far as like getting a good group together, doing it in a legal manner, and doing it in a protected manner. Because when there's alcohol involved, it gets kind of screwy. The hunts really help for interactions, Whiskey Shaman, if you can do them live, even though the quality's not as good and we're running vertical just because that's how YouTube rolls. If you run vertical, you can't switch to horizontal, which kind of sucks. I liked and subscribed. I appreciate that, Tin Man. It means a lot, man. We're pushing towards 1,000. If we get 1,000 subscribers in the next 2 months, we'll have another huge stream, another big giveaway. These hunts, the only reason why I'm able to even have time to do them is I've been doing them before work. Unless, of course, you've been working overtime, which we did 32 hours of overtime last pay period. So this Saturday we should have about an extra $1,400, I would think, or extra $1,200 after taxes on the next check. I think might be more than that. Taxes are pretty brutal, especially on that amount of overtime. Never been to the USA. Would like to go to Kentucky, Tennessee, Texas, and Vegas. Vegas used to be a lot better. It's kind of gone downhill a little bit. I know COVID really impacted them quite a bit too. Last time I went, it was several years back, but they still comp drinks and they still comp food on a regular, but it's not as good as it used to be. Said skip Vegas. I'll get something special for that 1K stream. Hey, I'm trying to get some stuff special for that 1K stream too. Especially while we're hunting. Maybe some of these balls that we find we'll keep for that 1K stream. Looks like we're going to have to merge right, seeing truck up top with arrows. Hopefully we don't get wrecked here with everyone driving like idiots. Try to move over if we can. We'll let the semi come over too. That left lane's completely blocked off, so we're trying to give everybody space. Kentucky would be really cool. I haven't been to Kentucky, definitely not for bourbon hunting, but that would be really cool, especially go to like Whiskey Row. Mark said maybe a Malort. I don't think anyone's gonna want Malort. Maybe barrel-aged Malort. Chase, we are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We are currently headed on 360 northbound to the Goody Goody over in Bedford. There's also a Specs over there in Bedford, so we're going to go to Specs first, and then like literally not even a minute later we'll be at the Goody Goody when we leave that store. Bourbon Nerd, live from the patio. Glad you guys are all super close together. Makes it easy to send packages your guys' way. Everything's on the way. ETA 12 minutes if we can get through traffic. But obviously that's before the store opens, so we'll be sitting in the parking lot for a bit. So we got some time before the bourbon hunt, unfortunately. Let's guys drive like knuckleheads out here, forcing their way to merging like this. I enjoy the way you say goody goody. Yeah, that Booker's is on the way, and inside the Booker's box, there's samples wrapped up in the bubble wrap, including a 13th Colony 15th anniversary sample. So hopefully the Bourbon bitch will be nice enough to share that with you. It looks like just a work truck up here, but I'm not sure what they're doing. Street sweeper too, but they're not rolling. Maybe they found some big debris that they're having to pick up, who knows. I'll message you my phone number, shoot me a text spot over your way. Small mom and pop shop, he always has good stuff. Perfect. If you can get me on Discord, that's the best way to get in touch with me. We're always rolling on Discord with everybody. We've got a pretty good sized community growing over there. Everyone's pretty tight together too. I think it'd be funny if the stuff that she wins, she refuses to share with you guys, Bourbon Nerd. Just because she has been winning so much lately. Because the samples are actually from a different giveaway. It wasn't from the other night, but she did win, and it was one of the giveaways I was fronting. But she did win the Bookers, which is crazy because that was the most expensive bottle of the night that I gave away on my end. So she won big. Yeah, some of these mom and pop stores are tough, but if you found some mom and pops on this side of town in the Dallas-Fort Worth area that they're not too crazy on pricing, I'm definitely intrigued. I go to a couple where there's like maybe $5 to $15 markups depending on the bottle, but you can still get some pretty decent stuff every once in a while. Problem is they keep a lot of it in the back. I'm trying to find some of these stores that don't mind putting it out, or at least if they do keep it in the back, when you ask about it, being able to bring it out and sell it to you. I don't mind if they do that, but if they just keep it in the back, it doesn't really help me. But you still won't try Mirage? I gotta figure out where Mirage is in comparison to me and actually just go to Mirage. You said Mirage, and then the other one you said was Point System, but if you spend some money, they'll open it up for, what, Tarrant County Liquors was the other store? Man, these guys drive ridiculous. Max THC, where are you hunting at? Well, I am currently on my way to a Specs in Bedford right next to the Goody Goody, so we'll go Specs to Goody Goody, and then we're going to go to another Specs right after, because yesterday, Blood Oath 10 dropped. He always has it on the shelf up front. Good to know, Chase, good to know. I like having stores where they put it out where you can see it, especially if it's up front. So, Blood Oath 10 dropped yesterday. We're going to see if we can snag a bottle. It didn't get put out on every shelf, so there's a chance that this morning they might put them out. I'm trying to snag one for MSRP instead of secondary, because I'd like to have one, and it's something on my list. I don't really care what pack, just want to get one to try. Not sure if it's worth it, but maybe it's one of those that's just another fancy wooden box. Another one in the Hearst area, right off of 121. Okay, okay. Trying to visit as many stores as we can on this side of town while I can do this before work, I should say. I don't mind going a little bit further out of my way, but I don't want to go too far because we still got to make sure our priorities work. But sometimes we get a free day or a weekend where we can go hunt other locations, so definitely want to make a list. Hey, Gandy Rowe saying great stream the other night. Yeah, man, that was a crazy stream. Max G says he's in Ohio. Got Weller 107 at MSRP the other day, but had to wait in line before they opened. wait in line before a lot of stores open. Doesn't always guarantee us something though, which sucks. Sir Chatty, hunting time, good morning, and good day to you all, good sirs. Ohio, the land of Weller. That's what they say, but still gotta wait for it. Green Weller isn't even allocated here anymore. It's definitely allocated here, but it's being put out way more often and it sits on the shelf way longer. We can get the 1.75 liter handles for about 50 bucks out the door, which is pretty good. It used to be a little bit cheaper than that. It kind of gone up in price, and then the 750s are normally $24.99, same price as Buffalo Trace 750s, if and when we can find them at MSRP. Some of the other stores will have them, but they'll mark them up 5 to 10 bucks, but at least they're available. I don't even have a bottle of green Special Reserve Weller anymore. I pass on it 90% of the time. Buffalo Trace I pass on as well, unless it's a store pick. Eagle Rare is kind of the same way with the way the price is going, is we're going to start probably passing on those and only picking those up if they're store picks. Store pick is kind of the way to go. Not worth secondary, yeah. Never seen the big bottle in the wild though. Yeah, at one point we had like 4 of them. It's a pretty good pour though, just for like a daily sipper or a mixer. You're still tired from that stream? I didn't expect it to run for 4 hours straight, honestly. Like, I was going to try to power through the giveaways once Matt showed us how to do it, so we had to manually type it in, which saved us a ton of time, and then people kept donating stuff to the stream, so I appreciate all donations, whether it was money or bottles, but man, I didn't think I was going to be able to give everything away. Gave your last bottle to a friend. Yeah, the green labels just doesn't do it for me. And we don't see 107 very often, except on secondary, which we're working towards another deal. We're going to be trying to get some more 107 soon. Maybe we'll give one away too. Liquor King has always had some amazing store picks. Yeah, their prices haven't always been amazing, but yeah, I've seen Liquor King and the Liquor Depot that I go to. They can get some pretty good store picks in every once in a while, but their prices and their point system, because Liquor King's the point system place, if I'm not wrong. Always hit up the one in Frisco. Yeah, Frisco's a little north for me, but not out of the question. We used to go out there more often. I was sick as a dog that night. Felt so bad I couldn't even sleep, so stayed up for the entirely. Oh wow, that sucks when you're sick and you can't sleep though. Yeah, point system. I was about to say, I thought Liquor King was one of those point system ones, which in hindsight, if you're just an average day guy and you drink beer and they let you get points off of beer, cigarettes, other stuff other than just hard liquor, those point system places, they're not terrible for like someone that lives in the neighborhood and they shop there on a regular, that they can build up points throughout the year, and then around Christmas time they can get a nice bottle. But for the guys that they drink just the really expensive stuff and they're only looking for the rare stuff, which tends to be me now more than any, it kind of doesn't make sense to shop at a place that has a point system where points are required for purchases. What did we go to last week or the week before? It was like Danny's Liquor. They had like almost any allocations you could possibly think of and want, but it was all locked behind a point system, and it was like entries. So you need 300 points to enter in, and then when you have 300 points, you can be entered in to win. You can continue to build points to increase your chances, but once you win, you pick and allocate a bottle you want. It sounds like you get to pick it too. I don't think you're forced to take one. So you pick the one you want, and you buy it, then it resets your points to 0. They don't just subtract 300, they subtract them all. So I'm like, what kind of business is that where you spend a ton of money and then they take all your points away when you claim one bottle? So I don't know. That store was pretty interesting because they had a lot of Dusties, but the prices on some of that stuff was very off the wall and out of place, and the allocations were a little bit, that's messed up. The fact that you spend a ton of money and then they just basically take it from you, couldn't get behind that system. I just couldn't do it. All mom and pops around you, so I have relationships with them, but they don't get anything worth having. $150 for a Booker's. That's the problem with the mom and pops, is a lot of them, they don't do enough volume to get the allocations, because if you want Buffalo Trace products, they got to move Sazerac products. So you're trying to see people buy Wheatley vodka, Fireball, Mango Shada, stuff like that, just to have a chance. Make sure we turn left from this lane because the Specs is on the right. Goody Goody will be on the left. But we're still early. We're gonna have 24, 25 minutes sitting in the parking lot. Oh, not a whole lot of cars over there. Two I'll share with you in a separate message, no points. Share fair price. Lots of allocation. That's really good to hear. We've kind of got it down for the big box stores on when the trucks run and some of the locations they go to and around the times they get there. So I don't mind playing with some of these places, but it's just, it's tough. When you want a good bottle, tired of trying to hunt for the same crap over and over again and just not finding anything. Back it up over here real quick. Backing in. Yeah, this is the Specs right off of 121 and 183. I got a text message. Let's see. I got offered to do a video. Maybe we can do a live on it. We've got 6 Starlights that one of the guys picked up while he was back in Indiana, and he was talking about doing a Starlight blind. So if you guys have tried or like Starlight, a lot of offerings he just picked up. So might be a cool idea, something different to do. Specs over here though, man, I haven't had luck at this one. Not yet. But they say they just put their allocations out. We've seen Buffalo Trace, we've seen Weller Special Reserve, but we did pick up Early Times Bottled and Bond. Early Times Bottled and Bond at Specs is like $20.49 before tax. Comes out to be like $23 and some change. Pretty good price if and when they get them. So pretty happy about that. For Real says, good luck. Guinea Road point system doesn't work for me. I'll look for specific bottles and don't really buy shelf bottles anymore. I don't really buy them either, so shelf products aren't really my thing. Benchmark is becoming available, or pretty available. I think the bonded is a solid for 20 bucks. Hopefully it stays that way. I like the full proof and the single barrel, and they're like 20, 25. I can never figure out when Goody Goody in Frisco gets the truck. So now you probably will never find out, because they're not supposed to say anything or tell anybody, but they said they're going to start putting all their allocations out on Saturdays. So unless they change it, it'll be random Saturdays. Goody Goody's going to drop all their stuff. Starlight is pretty great. Never see Early Times in Ohio anymore. You know, Total Wine, they stopped carrying it. Well, they still get it on very, very, very rare occasions, but it's like 22, 23 bucks before taxes, which is still worth pickup, but I don't see it, so I've been picking them up at Specs when I see them here. E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof has been my go-to lately. Oh, your go-to. Been your go-to lately. I don't know. So $92 out the door cost, or before tax, probably about $100 out the door cost for E.H. Taylor barrel proof, if and when you can get them at MSRP. For a bottle that goes for about $325 on secondary. They used to be pushing $450 depending on them, the batch and how hard they were to get. But recent drops in the Metroplex area, with those having those crazy secondary prices, my hot take, obviously, if it's what you like to drink, continue to drink it. Trading that bottle for 2 or 3 other bottles, kind of where I go, as far as, let me get something I actually want to drink. Even though I do want to drink the H. Taylor barrel proof, but I can get more of something else, like 3 107s or a 107 and a full proof for 1 barrel proof is tough for me not to do, instead of keeping the barrel proof and drinking it. Sir Chatty, I have a question. If a whiskey is straight rye / corn etc., does that mean it's 80% rye, corn etc.? I would need to look that up to confirm that. I know a lot of your rye whiskeys, they're not all rye. They're blends, like high rye or like 50/50s. I think straight ryes are definitely higher rye content, but I don't have the answer for you. I'd have to look that one up. Looking up the difference between straight rye and rye is what I'd probably do to start out with, to get a fair assessment on an answer. Chase says fair on that. Okay, yeah. So, I mean, E.H. Taylor barrel proof, I mean, freaking exceptional bottle. I've sampled out quite a few samples of the E.H. Taylor barrel proof that I've had. But there's just other bottles for the cost that don't have a crazy secondary. You get the small batch at the distillery for MSRP often enough to not want to spend the coin for the barrel proof. Although I'm not sure, or although I'm sure it is a great bottle. It is a great bottle. Those small batches are awesome too. There we go. We got some people answering. Straight rye is at least 51% rye and 2 years old. There we go. Someone's got the answer. A couple guys got the answer. Aged at least 2 years and a minimum of 51% rye for the mash bill. There we go. More than 50% got it. Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna lie to you on stream. I was like, let me get a legit answer from somebody. We've got 19 more minutes for this freaking store to open up. Well, luckily, once the store opens up, we run inside Specs, go out on this road, go down the street. Literally on the other side of the light, there's Goody Goody. So we're going to have back-to-back stores. It'll be entertaining enough that whenever we do get switched over to being inside the store, we'll come out, move the truck over, and we'll be into the next store very quickly. The third store will be a little bit of a drive, maybe 10-15 minutes at most. It'll put us closer to work, and hopefully we can find us a Blood Oath 10 today. Oh, if it's straight, it needs to have an age statement of up to 4 years. Okay. Straight corn, more than 51% corn. I don't know about straight corn. I've heard straight bourbon, or straight bourbon, straight whiskey, straight bourbon. I think for it to be a bourbon, it has to be at least 51% corn. Just get some mellow corn if you want some corn whiskey. Straight is just 2 years minimum. There we go. It's crazy to think too, some of these whiskeys that I've tried, especially for the little sample bottles that we did for the Advent calendar, some of the whiskeys we had, they were less than 2 years. Some of them were like 3 months, 6 months. They were like nothing. More than 50% corn. They got to be at least 51% corn to be a bourbon. And then now we know that straight means it's got to be at least 2 years age stated. After 4 years, they don't need to state age. Interesting. All bourbon is made with more than 50% corn. Yes, 51% is required or more for bourbon. Learning. Oh my goodness. sitting in a vehicle or standing in line. There's no line, so it'd be weird to go stand in front waiting because the only people that are here, it looks like, are employees. I don't really want to go stand in line waiting. It's weird. I've never seen anyone line up at this store, but I've gone to other stores where there's always a line. So I try to see who comes through some of these places because it's normally the same few people that come here and shop and hunt, but I've never seen someone wait in line at this store. I'd day if you see more than 5 people in line hopping. Yeah, no. Oh, I'd say, yeah, no. I've never seen anybody line up at this store ever, ever. So I don't know. They say they put stuff out. They say there's no reason to wait in line. They say there's really no reason to check every single day. But I'm like, if you just put it out, it sounds like I have to check every day. Last weekend, I was 7th in line. The first 6 got E.H. Taylor's single barrel. Yeah, I was 8th or 9th in line last year. They had 3 Rock Hill farms, so obviously we didn't get one there. Yeah, they don't want a crowd from what I understand, but they've never really talked to me or said anything to me, and I've only purchased 1 bottle from this location, and that was that Early Times Bottled in Bonds. For specs, we try to only buy allocated bottles unless it's something that we're really looking for or allocations permit, like if someone's looking for something particular. We used to buy Rebecca Creek Double Barrel Spanish Oaks, but every place that we've been to in the Metroplex area, we've pretty much bought all of them out, or other people have been buying them out. So you tried a Mexican whiskey called Abasol last week. Strange flavor to say the least. Then someone said it was straight corn, I think, which is, this person claimed meant at least 80% corn. I think mellow corn is like 90 or 95% corn if you wanted something that was even more corn forward, but nothing spectacular about it, just easy drinker. Killing time. Not a good way to do it either. Literally just waiting. Trying to think. We picked up that rye the other day. We still haven't opened that one. It was like a Jack Daniel's old label rye. It's like 90. Corn whiskey has to be 80%. Kind of tastes like grappa or pesco. Very strange. Sounds very strange. Chase has got to jump off. Good luck on your hunt, brother. Yeah, thank you, man. Like I said, you can either try to find me on Facebook or Discord, however you want to, but I'd love to check out some of those stores. Whiskey Wisdom saying Abasolo whiskey is made from 100% Mexican corn. Also, the bottle looks like it's straight out of Red Dead Redemption 2. Riley saying, man, Pisco is so good. Gotta run. Good luck today. Put on Discord if you get anything interesting. Have a great day. If I get anything, I'll post it for you. Makes sense that. Man, falling asleep. I guess I got some water, some kind of fluids in me. Try to stay awake. You don't like the color of mellow corn, but I've never had it, so it could be great. I just tried Old Forester 1910, which is super dark and very nice for a shelf bottle. 1910 is. 1920 was the first bottle we bought. We really liked that one, but the 1910, I think as we've continued to drink Old Forester, we like the 1910 flavor profile better. Oh my goodness. Pisco's good, but I don't expect something that says whiskey on the bottle to taste like Pisco. The mellow corn is used in uncharred, not toasted barrels. Interesting. Didn't mind mellow corn. It's buttery tasting to me. That's going to be annoying. All right. It says that the Ring doorbell has been silenced for 2 hours now. I like butterscotch and buttery notes, so maybe I'll give it a shot when I find it. We're still early, but we've got 11 minutes. We'll just step outside to get some fresh air. Ugh. Looks like it might rain today too. Starting to get some more cloud coverage. Hoping that we can find something today. Maybe Blood Oath 10. Ugh. Blood Oath 10's on the list. Go get them. Micro eating locally grown microgreens. Love the name. Double micro in there. Still got time though. 10 more minutes. What's up, William Hall? I still haven't heard back from Bourbon and Buds 86. Got some I gotta send them to, but nothing yet. Your package is on the way though. Anytime somebody wins something, I try to get it out as fast as possible. I know you guys get excited about winning stuff. Gotta refill all that empty space from all those bottles you gave away. Hey, if we can find a Blood Oath Pack 10 today, because apparently they were dropping last night, maybe some of them get put out today. We're gonna try 2 different specs and try Goody Goody, because that seems to be the stores people are hunting for this bottle. Might be a good chance to find something and snag one. So Blood Oath Pack 10 is on the list. I just want any of them. You didn't take it? If I can get a Blood Oath 10 and I don't have to pay full secondary, I don't want to pay full secondary. I don't want to pay $200. I'm trying to find one at MSRP, so I'm going to see if we can find one. I haven't seen one yet. That stream the other night, man, tired. That took a lot out of me. 4 hours on stream, an hour and a half on Discord. I think MSRP is $149. I thought they were selling for less, but I could be wrong. I thought they were selling for like $125 around here, but I don't know. Under 200 is the goal. Preferably 180 out the door. 180 out the door or less, that's the goal. Something about finding it too and buying it in store yourself is just super exciting. I love having the community to help me though. You don't have to have them hold it for you. I find fun in hunting. I've never even had Blood Oath to even know if I'm going to like it. Has anyone had any of the Blood Oaths? Any pack, doesn't matter. If you have had 10, obviously 10 would be more valuable information, as that's going to be the easier one to find. Where I live, everything is priced up the wazoo. Yeah, no, I definitely, I get it. Up there in New York, New Jersey area, it's pretty rough. I know Bob Santos out there in New York, he was showing me some of the prices up there, and my New Jersey boys, some of those prices, they're pretty crazy, Joel. That's why your collection is pretty magnificent when you look at the crazy prices they have up there, especially when you can get something at a decent price. Got 7 more minutes till the store opens, so we're still counting down. Gotta wait till 10 a.m. 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday for liquor stores out here. That was a crazy stream though. A lot of donations, a lot of bottles were put into that. I'm in the background. He's got to see a patient. Hey, bonding over whiskey. What's going on, sir? I got your bottle labeled and set off to the side. I got 3 guys, including you. I've also got Paul. Found out Paul lives up there in like the Rockwall area. And then I got Mr. Dollar Bill. Got to meet up with you guys locally since you guys won the giveaway. Speaking of Dollar Bill, there he is right there saying morning. Got your donation out. I got everything out except for our 3 local guys, and then I need Bourbon and Bud's 86's info. I sent an email, but I haven't got a response yet. Had the Blood Oath Pack 7 and 8. Both are met at me, but would be worth the pickup. I guess I should probably do some more research on them. Like, what distillery? You guys know the name of the distillery that runs the Blood Oath series? Is it a Jim Beam thing, or what is it? Anything with a fancy box, I just automatically assume it's Jim Beam for the square box. Lux Row. Blood Oath is Lux Row, okay. I haven't tried any of it, so I don't know if it's worth picking up or not, but it's something I'll put on my list just because it'd be something different on the shelf. Got some contractors that just walked out of the specs getting ready to head out. Daddy likes Beam stuff in a box. Hey, I don't know what it is, it's a marketing thing or not, but those Bookers, I mean, having high proof Jim Beam product is pretty good, actually. I feel like Booker's is kind of like the Stag of Jim Beam. DMing me a day on what works best for us to meet within the next couple weeks. Also, Mr. Wade was kind enough to hand us a Blanton's no matter what the winner chooses. Well, that works out perfect then. Because I was about to say, I was telling Wade actually the other day, I was like, well, he just won an Eagle Rare, so maybe he'll be okay with 2 Eagle Rares, but I was telling him how you don't really see Blanton's for like under 200, 250, so if you can get a Blanton's and get an Eagle Rare Blanton's out of him and an Eagle Rare out of me, that works out pretty well. Hey, Roger Randall's in the house. Mr. Daniel, what's up, everyone? Guns and Bourbon, hi all. Blood Oath is Lux Row, okay. They should put OGD in a box too. I don't like OGD. OGD is not my thing. We got 4 more minutes and the sun's starting to come out. Getting hot over here. We got cloud to cover. I've never liked OGD though. I'll be honest. Bonded 114, never liked it. Yeah, I'm looking for Blood Oath 10 right now. It looks like Blood Oath 10's been dropping in the area. Some of them dropped yesterday. We're going to try to find one today, William Hall. Do I actually pay $250 for Blanton's Gold? I have never paid $250 for Blanton's Gold. I've only picked up one, and I paid $200 for it. That was my very first bottle. It was a Euro bottle, and mine was off profile. I didn't like mine, but I've tried other people's. Where are you from? We're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area in Texas. We're currently over here in Bedford, Texas. That's just north of Arlington and just kind of southwest of the Dallas-Fort Worth airport. Getting ready to hunt out of specs. Got 2 more minutes. How long did that that live stream / Eagle giveaway end up going the other night? Well, it wasn't meant to be just Eagle Rare, but everybody kept donating Eagle Rares. That was a 4-hour-long stream. If I got an Eagle Rare from him, I would have gave you the bottle for a giveaway. There's too much to try for me to have 2 of the same bottle, plus yours will be special to me with the signature. Honestly, having a backup of an Eagle Rare is not a bad thing, even if there is more bottles to try. Would love to have a Blanton's Gold, even just to display the beautiful bottle. Thank you to who gifted me a membership. It doesn't show me who, but I want to say thank you. I think it used to show, or at least it used to say it in chat. I know Carl gave away like 5 gifted.
And I think we had one other guy that had joined that gave away like 5 gifted during that live stream. So I think there's like 10 members now. We're going to make some members only content to make it worth your guys' while. I just have one community post that you guys can read as a member post, but we got to figure out how we're going to do that. Got about a minute left, then we'll go inside. Need a backup double Spanish Oak, Rebecca Creek. Well, I'll have 2. I just got to meet up with Jay. Jay picked up 2 for us. We just got to go find them and meet up with them. Pass it on the Blantons giveaway who won. I don't think, oh, the Blantons, that one was Bourbon and Bud's 86, which we don't have his information just yet. So weird you guys can pay $200 for them. In Sweden they only pay $100. Yeah, no, they charge ridiculous prices for them. 10 a.m., let's go in, guys. Morning. Sounds like nothing came in today, according to the guy coming in here shopping. Sorry, we're eavesdropping. That's how we get more intel. There's that Prairie Gold that Riley picked up the other day. Look how dark that is compared to that bourbon whiskey. These are slowly coming down in price too. $79.79 for the bottle and bond. Pretty good on that Grizzly Beast. Tough to pay for a 100 proof bottle, I'm sure, for some of you guys, but the flavor's great. There's that old Grandad 114 for $21.84. Yeah, I don't want to take your breath away because that's going to hit me with that copyright strike, and then we're going to have to mute this part of the audio more than likely. Isn't that funny, though? What is this? Silver Springs? Keeper's Crest brands. Never heard of it. Yeah, 114 is for some reason hard to get in some places. I'm not sure why either. Go. Alright, nothing we have to have here. Let's go ahead and run over Goody Goody. I was hoping they'd have Blood Oath. Let's get out of here and go check out Goody Goody. It's like 1 minute down the street. Recently went to Buffalo Trace Distillery and sampled the Traveler's Whiskey. I heard mixed reviews, but it was decent. And the lady told me it was mix of Wheatley and Stapleton's favorite Sazeracs. I don't know what the actual mix is. I will say though, yeah, it was a bust at this one. You already heard what they said. Let's get this mounted up real quick. Whoa. Yeah, I didn't mind the Traveler's Whiskey because I knew it wasn't a bourbon. It's a blended whiskey. Knowing that, I can appreciate it for what it is. So we just left the parking lot and we're getting ready to turn in already at Goody Goody. Coming up here real fast. that Audi is the manager's vehicle. And we're already at Goody Goody. Got the good parking spot too. Yes, Roger Randall, I have. I've started seeing it pop up here in Texas. It's normally at Specs when I see it, but I have been seeing them. They're like $65, I think. Low. You guys happen to get any Blood Oath in by chance? Blood Oath Pack 10 comes like in a wooden box. So no. I know we just started getting it in yesterday. Is what I heard in our area. Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Yeah, and we did not get it in yesterday.
Okay.
Who makes it?
Lux Row.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Yeah, it just started hitting the Metroplex area. I know Specs were getting them yesterday, so.
Anything else? Anything else you might be looking for?
Right now, I'm just kind of browsing. I don't really know. I know you guys aren't doing the raffle anymore. I didn't get a call last Saturday, so.
No, that was a thing of the past. What they're going to do from now on is corporate is going to pick a day, and all the stores are going to have it whatever day that they might be. Nobody knows. It really stinks because we can't tell our customers ahead of time. So
Now, when they say they're going to just pick a day, is it going to be like they're just going to pick a Saturday, or is it going to be some random day?
It could be. Who knows?
They don't even know.
No.
Okay. Because I heard Saturdays before, but now if it's not going to be on a Saturday, we don't even know.
Yeah. Saturdays would be nice.
I mean, I work. I'm off on Mondays and Tuesdays, but even those days, I'm not able to get out here. So.
Yeah, there is honestly no telling. Yeah, I think it really stinks, but it's their rules. Every once in a while I get to 12, but I get to 10 in all the time.
Yeah. Henry McKenna for $59.99. I think that's one of the better prices too. The Met. Yeah, I'll say early times at $24.99. I think Specs beats you out by a couple bucks. Yeah, no, I haven't seen these in a while. $24.99 for some early times. Said Yukon Jack's a sleeper. Some of these budget bottles. Got the big handles of the Evan Williams for $28.59. The Heroes batch. Check out the Texas stuff again. See if we got anything we missed. Whew. Random days they're gonna put these out. Still Austin Cash Strength, 116 proof. They had probably one of the worst bottles we've ever had of that. That was a Total Wine pick. Sherry finish.
Well, we've got a little bit of the regular Buffalo Trace left.
I see that.
A little bit.
Like a case of 750, maybe a little bit more than a case of Buffalo Trace. Got a Murray Hill Club, but it's not the special release one. $99.60. I know a couple of guys are looking for the special release one, so if we see one, we'll pick it up. Batch 11 and 12 of the Kentucky Owl. Indigo Hour, some Whistle Pig, Woodford batch proof. I guess we struck out here too, guys. Tin high there. Low. All right. At least we had someone walk up to us. We were able to ask for a particular bottle and see if they have it, but let's go try one more store. This is the specs where we've been buying stuff lately anyways that we're going to. It's also where I got my first stag at MSRP. What's the secondary on Champagne Apple? Early times for $24.99 is kind of annoying though, I'll be honest. Man, I was kind of hoping for something better than that. Didn't really work out for us there. And we actually kind of figured out even worse news, so that kind of sucks. So if you guys didn't hear all that conversation, he said corporate is now going to pick a random day, not a random Saturday, a random day, and all Goody Goodies in the area are going to just put all the allocations, all of it's going out. So it could be a Monday, it could be a Saturday, it could be a Wednesday. We don't even know. How much for a JD single barrel rye? They're normally $59.99. The store picks, they're either the same price or they'll be $64.99. Sean McKenzie. Spent so much money. Father's Day weekend, my only hunting will be vicariously through you for a while. You have a blood oath for sale if you want it. I might have to find one that way. What's the secondary on this year's blood oath? Most of the blood oaths are like 180, 200 on secondary. I know the quality on the camera kind of drops in some of these stores. A lot of it's because it's a metal building, and then it's already limited to, I think, 1080p through YouTube anyways, just because we're running a vertical live stream. So we are heavily reliant on phone service for quality, but also we're capped. I can record videos in 4K, but I don't know how many of you guys want to see me record these videos and upload them later versus doing them live. Because if we do live, you guys find a bottle you want, we're normally able to pick it up right then and there, or even help someone else pick up a bottle that they're looking for. I know Tom Jack from Bourbon Hall was looking for pack 10. Yeah, I don't even really care what pack. I just want to pick one up to try. I've never had it before, so I think it'd be nice to pick one up to try. We're not going to work any overtime today anyways, because today's a holiday, so we're getting paid double time regardless. So you can only get one premium rate, so we'll take our double time. You have a 9 that you'd sell for $165 and you're in Fort Worth. Yeah, I'd probably do that. Boxing off for $165. If I can't find one, definitely gonna have to reach out. If the Hennessy's locked in a box. Hey, when the Hennessy's locked in the box, that means some of the other valuable bourbon normally is not locked in the box, because that normally means you're in the wrong neighborhood. Company is racist and I have to work today. Hey, I have to work too. I work for the federal government. We work every holiday though. I'm sure some people might be off, but we're not.
armed tantrum on Discord. Alright. I think when I was searching for somebody's name, you popped up the other day anyway, so yeah, I think I got you on there. We know they are racist, LOL. Hey, the government's always been racist. They say they're not, but they do everything in their power to try to not be racist, and it just makes it even more obvious. It's a little funny. They try too hard, and it makes them look even worse. We're 5 minutes out. Maybe work to when I get a comp day. We can do comp days, but we have to like fill out paperwork for them to put them as comp days. I'd rather just get paid the money, but comp days aren't too bad. We get quite a bit of vacation too. Got a while before the vacation comes out though. Uncle Sam kicked me in the nuts over a bottle of Blanton's one time. Do you get paid, or do you get to double up pay today? Yeah, I get double pay today. Technically it's a floating holiday for today. It's weird. So like, people think that they have to work on the holiday at my job to get paid double pay, but if you're not working that day and you're on leave, you still get paid for 8 hours if you didn't work. So you get what they call like holiday pay or holiday leave. So if you work, you're normally just getting your regular rate, but you also get the holidays. So they say double pay, but if you don't work, you still get paid for it. So it's like, it's not, I don't know. Some of the holidays I'd rather just take off if I know I'm gonna get paid regardless. So that's just, I think it's funny. Some of these guys, they struggle with math. There's really no incentive to work the holiday versus not work the holiday. Just whatever you guys want. If you don't want to work it, don't work it. If you want to work it, you can. But people are trying to pick up overtime or shifts just to get paid double pay, and it's like, hey, you're getting paid for it regardless. But okay. It's funny. Math is hard for a lot. We are learning about our overtime and our premium rates, though, and how that works. If you're already getting paid a premium pay, in this case, we're working a holiday, getting double pay, the overtime, you can only get one or the other. So our overtime would only be on our excess time anyways of 1.5, but it's at that point, why even do it? If I find a Detling out there today, I need one. We don't get them here in South Carolina. Well, if you join the Discord, Riley Tesla is out in Florida, and he's got access to 2 different Detling picks. So we can find some Detling. That's your guy right there. I don't see Detling out here, but I know Riley gets them. I haven't tried any Detling yet, too. I don't even know if it's worth picking up or how it tastes or anything. I think Tyler has a couple here that he got off Riley, so it's just a matter of time before we try them. Yeah, I could have pulled up a little bit more, but he didn't want to. We made the gap, though. Tight fit probably scared that Bronco. Minute out. Just down here on the right. We got 2 more lights we got to get through. This is the specs. If we're going to find something, today might be the day. Bruiser likes it. What more do you need? LOL. It sounds like I don't want it anymore. If Bruiser was hyping it up, I'm out. Yeah, Joel Les is on the same page. I was like, if he likes it, I'm out. No, thank you. I'm sure if you super chat, he will tell you how awesome it is. Looking for the Slipknot #9 whiskey for my sister. She loves old rock bands, and so do I. I don't think I've ever seen a bottle. I know what you're talking about. It's like a limited release from them.
I've seen the decorated bottle. I just haven't seen it yet. I've seen pictures of it. You live like 45 minutes from Detling. Got a couple cask strengths and a 6-year limited single barrel release. That's probably my all-time favorite. Yeah, I was about to say Slipknot is not an old rock band, but I wasn't going to correct them. You calling me old fighting words? Hey, a lot of you guys are old compared to me. I'm just a young buck, man. It's like half the community's got age on me. I think Riley's one of the few that's younger than me. Corey Taylor's son has a new band now. I'm getting old. What was it the other day? I was like reading something on like YouTube where these kids are calling Linkin Park classic rock. Like if you're calling Linkin Park classic rock, I'm starting to feel old. It's at least 30 years old, y'all. I'm 22. That's funny. All right, we're gonna pick up something here, at the very least, because we need to get some energy drinks for work. Let's see what we can find. Gotta stay caffeinated to make it through the day. Said much 3 bottles of it and it's already gone. Of the Who would have guessed? What's up, Will? Here's your 10 high down here in the bottom corner. Handle of it for $13.79. Full proof. The bottle and bonds are up front, but they got a lot of full proof. Bullet 12 rye. Let's see. This is their rye section. They do actually. Bullet 12-year rye for $49.99. We're going to see how much they want for that Larceny barrel proof and if it's the B524, so that'll be the newest batch if they do. Probably pick it up if it's at the right price. $50 for 12-year is pretty good. We like a lot of the barrel proof ryes though, so don't know if we'll pick it up today. Go check the tequilas too. Hadn't been here in quite a few trips. Most of the tequilas we're looking for are going to be towards the end of this. Actually, they got some El Tesoro over here. It's a Nejo Repo single barrel. I don't see any extra Nejo. Coloradigo. Let's get over here to that more. Where are they? Still the regular Blancos, still the regular Ochos. Let's go check out that proof for you. Proof on it is 46, so what is that? Double that. 92 proof. Only 92 proof. We're gonna pick up some energy drinks for sure. We're looking for B524 if they have it. Getting ready to go check. I'm gonna grab some energy drinks first. Grab the monsters.
I got it. He's got you right behind you.
Okay. I think we will get this one. Debit. Yes, sir.
Do you have a number with us?
I do.
You can put a list in the back for you today?
Please.
Welcome back. Will you need your receipt today, sir?
Please.
Making me work here. Bag, receipt.
Hey. Eventually we'll start getting
I wasn't planning on working that hard today.
working on that business account, man.
Right.
Working on that business account. Thank you. All right, we did get a bottle. No Blood Oak. Blood Oak was on Monday. Apparently, they only had 3 bottles of Blood Oak Pack 10. That was on Monday, so they were long gone. All right, we did get a Larceny barrel proof. Cheaper than Total Wine, but still marked up. But we went ahead and just picked one up because we wanted it instead of waiting around for it. Let's get in the truck. Oh. Get the air running and then we'll showcase it. Give me a sec, guys. Oh. So they did have the Larceny's and the Elijah Craig's. It is a B524. It is 125.4 proof. Got our receipt. Our receipt says we paid $67.79 before taxes, so it's about $5 cheaper, maybe $4 cheaper. Not much cheaper than Total Wine, unfortunately. Sucks. Earned 85 points today too, so still earning points for these. I think Buffalo Trace are going to start subtracting points, so I wish we could get a better deal. I'm a big fan of these though. I like these way better than Elijah Craig. Elijah Craig, honestly, their barrel proofs just haven't been doing it for me. So let's see what I missed in chat. You've seen Larceny A124, but they wanted 115. That's way too much. Got for 65 in VA. They're $54.99 on base, and there's no tax on base. So you can go to military base. Some of those at the exchange, you can get them for pretty cheap. Tried Elijah Craig small batch and found it was super bitter. Should I give some of the other ones a shot? He had amazing things about the toasted barrel. I love the way the bottle looks. For the Elijah Craig, I do not like the small batch, so I would encourage you to try something else. As far as the batch proof ones, I don't really care for the barrel proof ones, but the private barrels, some of those are pretty good, but they're kind of pricey. Just grabbed a B524 for 74 tax, a solid bottle. Yeah, we just paid $67.79 before, so I'm okay with that, I guess. 92 pretty light for me. Need to pick up a cash drink artist at some point. Yeah, for ryes, we need higher proof on the rye.
You know, so we found a B524. We already have an A124 that we really like, a Larceny barrel proof, so we'll definitely compare them together. Make sure we're tracking on the live chat. Sometimes it wants to act up. Have you been sleeping on Larceny? If it's barrel proof Larceny, I think so. I like the Larceny barrel proofs. Let's get moving. Not a fan of the Elijah Craig or the Larceny. I hate Maker's Mark. I hate Maker's Mark too. I like their cellar aged, but the regular Maker's Mark just doesn't do it for me. And Elijah Craig hasn't really done it for me. But the Larceny barrel proofs, I've enjoyed the Larceny barrel proof. Love Wellers and Makers, so thank you. Definitely gonna try it. Yeah, the Larceny barrel proofs, if you can try one of those, it's high proof because they're barrel proof, and I think the flavor profile is pretty good. I think the price is reasonable. Most places they're pretty readily available. The only issue is the pricing. We don't always get the best pricing. Maker's cash strength is a hit or miss, but I've had some good ones. You know, we might need to try a cash strength of Makers, because maybe that's what we've been missing is that higher proof, because the regular Makers just doesn't cut it for us. We get them for their custom labels. We can get custom labels to put on them. So I bought a Larceny. I bought a B524. This store said they got blood oath on Monday, but they only got 3 bottles of it. They're already gone. So a B524 drops $67.79 before taxes. So it'd be better if we could get one on base, but we haven't been to base in a long time. Maybe we'll see if we get Tyler to take us out on base and see if we can go out there. I don't know how they are with cameras, but maybe we can get some recording going on, or a live on base for their pricing. A lot of those guys, I don't really want to trigger anything or be recording though. Have you tried any Jimmy Red? Not that I'm aware of. I want to try Jimmy Red. The label looks like a cockroach. I don't think I've seen Jimmy Red. I'll have to look. Heard of it, but haven't picked it up yet. But that's around the proof point I like, so I'm sure I would enjoy it. 125 proof, pretty solid proof in my opinion. Oh. Pretty sure that's on purpose, but does the label really look like cockroach? Like, I'm confused. Max, you might like RD1 Maple if you like sweeter stuff. RD1 Maple is a fantastic bottle. I also like the Amberana finished as well. Both bottled around 67, 68 bucks. If you get both of them, they also blend together very well as a 1-to-1 blend. Something I always encourage people to do if they get RD1. Get the maple, get the Amberana, blend them. Is it raining there, or is it just static? It might be the air conditioner. Let me mess with the cable too. It could be this cable. Been having issues with this cable. Might need to just throw it away. Making a list. Eddie here in North Carolina. I need to try the Amberana. Love the bottle shape. They got a cool bottle. They got that curvature to them too. Just had Jimmy Red finished in peach. I really like A124. Haven't really gone back to that bottle in a while. I think it's about time we whip out the B524 to go alongside it and compare them. Headed to work now. We went to Specs, then we went to Goody Goody, then we went to another Specs. A lot of people were talking about yesterday Blood Oath 10 was dropping, but it looks like we're late to the party if the one store got it on Monday. So Blood Oath 10 is probably already long and gone, or it's going to be really overpriced if we find one. So our next bet is if Total Wine hadn't already got theirs, they put it out later. Maybe we can get one for Total Wine, but I kind of hate buying anything from them unless it's allocated, and I don't know what their price is going to be because their prices aren't as good as they used to be. Peach Brandy Cast sounds interesting. Sounds sweet for sure. Missed the live, been working in Cali, so my hours are all screwed up. My hours have been all screwed up too. We did 32 hours of overtime last pay period, so missing out on sleep, but I don't think we're going to do any overtime today. We might stay. We don't know yet. I haven't decided. RD1 fits so perfectly on my shelf. I like RD1. I only have the maple and the Amberana though. I'm not a big French oak person, so I probably won't buy the French oaked. I could get the small batch. I don't know if they have any other offerings. I've only seen 4 different offerings from them, so maybe they have another one I can look for. Another good weeded, apparently, is Bernheim. I've tried Bernheim, the barrel proof sample, and I didn't care for it. I thought that was quite bad, but that's just my hot take on it. It was a sample. It just didn't fit my palate. Gotta start the day. Enjoy the stream. Drive safe. Good luck on your next hunt. Thanks everyone for the recommendations. Hopefully we can help you guys find some bottles you're looking for, especially if you start giving me flavor profiles and price ranges. We'll start trying to focus on those. I think it could be fun. Maybe I'll need to do another budget video too, where we try to find some budget bottles. You like sweet stuff so far, trying to branch out more. I am what my dad would like to call a pussy. Hey, it takes some time. You gotta develop a palate on what you like. A lot of those barrel proof things might be a little bit too hot, too spicy for you as far as proof point goes to be enjoyable, but I'm sure you'll be able to find some soon as you continue to drink some of these 100, 110 proof. You gotta start pushing up to that 110 proof. If you like Russell's, and you've tried Russell's 10, I would challenge you to start looking for the Russell's private barrels, as they're 110 proof, and some of those can get a little spicy. Try to find one of those, and I think that'll be that sweet spot where you can start pushing into some higher proof whiskeys. The Russell's private barrels, they're red label, 110 proof. They're all store picks, from my understanding, or barrel picks, I should say. Not necessarily store picks, but all barrel picks. Barrel selects, I think is the word. I'll find the word eventually. Hazmat Willet. Hey, if you like Hazmat Willet, like a lot of that has that cinnamon profile that I do not care for, I'd be very impressed. Start pushing 120 and 125 too. Doesn't hurt to try some of these barrel proofs, especially if you start trying different distilleries that have different flavor profiles. I'm sure eventually you'll find one that you'll find a distillery that you favor. I'm a big fan of Old Forester, but a lot of their stuff is going to be like 130 proof for the barrel strengths. There's just absolutely no parking. Every day this is a problem. Can't afford $300 MSRP. Yeah, those Willets, they're way too expensive. I agree. I wish they were cheaper. I've only tried 2. It was a 5-year and a 10-year. The 10-year Scorpio 2022. Gonna have to try to go park out in the back 9, see if I'm parking out there. Ain't nothing up here. Been trying for 35 years. Everybody's going out here. They just know there's just no parking anymore. Well, the one part that gets old, not being able to find parking. Man, it's such a giga bourbon, Chad. I think the most expensive bottle I had was $2.92 out the door that I paid. That was for a Boondocks 18 year. Soft red wheat rickhouse proofs are great when trying to go up proof a little. The rickhouse proofs, I see them quite often out here too. They're like 70, 75 bucks. I like the regular soft red wheat. I'm not a huge fan of the rickhouse proof, but maybe I'm the one being a weenie. Well, it's time to get a thumbnail made up and get a description uploaded and get this one posted. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We got a few things that we picked up today. Got some hard salami and cheese. Good little snack to work. We got a energy drink. We got the green one and the orange of the zeros. And then for bourbon, Larceny barrel proof, B524. So he's just hit the area, so Old Fitzgerald, 125.4 proof. Hopefully we'll see you guys for the next one. I'm thinking it'll probably be tomorrow morning, but we might wait until Friday or Saturday. I think we might try to do these hunts on days where we're more inclined to find something. That way we're not just wasting time. But sometimes I get stuff on different days, and we miss out if we don't go every day. So if you guys like to see these every day, we'll keep doing them. If you don't, oh well. Cheers, guys. I'll see you guys for the next one.